my name is Kevin Barnett. I'm with the Owens Community College Exercise Science Program, and today I'm here to talk about body weight exercises, specifically push-ups, and different protocols you can follow to just give you a different workout. The three protocols I'll be talking about today are muscular endurance, which is the ability of the muscle to produce force over an extended period of time, strength and hypertrophy, specifically focusing on the eccentric contraction, and plyometric, which are exercises that are used to produce power and are typically seen using body weight exercises, but you can use weighted equipment to perform them, an example being a medicine ball. The first protocol we'll be talking about is muscular endurance, which is typically the most common, especially seen in the athletic population, or just in very fit people who are already pretty strong in the upper body and are already able to perform many reps of push-ups. A muscular endurance protocol is good to use, especially if you're in a circuit workout or anything like that, or you're trying to keep an elevated heart rate. It's good to have a high number of reps with a low rest time. Just remember to always follow that rest time, as rest is very important no matter what protocol you're following. So this first video is showing a muscular endurance protocol, 12 reps, with an assisted push-up form. This form is good for beginners or people new to upper body weight training, and it's a good way to slowly start off and progress into a conventional push-up position. A key component to all these forms is mimicking a form you do on a bench press. And if you're familiar with a bench press, you know that your back and your scapula should always be retracted and your elbows should remain tucked inside close to your body. Performing the exercise this way will make sure that the primary mover is always your chest and you're not involving too much of your shoulder just so you don't strain them. This next video is a video of a conventional push-up. Again, if you're new to the upper body training, start with the assisted and gradually progress into the conventional, where the assisted, you're not supporting most of your body weight, where in a conventional, your core is more engaged and now you have to support more of your body weight. The next protocol we're going to talk about is for strength and for hypertrophy, specifically focusing on the eccentric contraction. The eccentric contraction is a contraction of a muscle in a movement when the external force is overcoming the internal force. The easiest way to picture this, specifically in the movement we're talking about, a push-up, is a movement when the body is going downward. In any sort of exercise that requires a muscle to shorten, there's always an eccentric contraction. In the example of a push-up, it's when your body is going downward towards the ground. Primarily focusing on eccentric contractions of any movement is great for building up size, which is hypertrophy training, or strength. Focusing on the eccentric contraction in typical resistance training, and an example here being a bench press, is easy because you're working with a weight that you can adjust and load to somewhere near your 1 rep max, along with a spotter who can help you control the movement downward and assist you on the upward phase. When performing push-ups focusing on the eccentric contraction, you must perform them slowly on the downward movement with an explosive concentric contraction on the way back up. If your ultimate goal is to build size, following the hypertrophy protocol listed in front of you is the best way to achieve it using a push-up. The video you're seeing now is how you'd like to perform these eccentric push-ups. The eccentric contraction, or downward movement, is very slow and controlled, in this example being a 5-to-1 ratio, 5 seconds down, 1 second up. There are many differences between strength training and hypertrophy training, but a key one is a difference in load, or the amount of weight you're using. Now in the example of a push-up, there's no way of changing the load because you're always working with your body weight. And a key component of strength training compared to hypertrophy is strength training is working at a higher load. The best way to adjust to a strength training protocol is to follow the sets, reps, and rest time guidelines listed in front of you, as well as increasing the amount of time it takes you to perform the eccentric contraction or the downward movement. The final protocol I will be talking about is how to perform plyometric push-ups. Plyometrics are a training style that involves quick, powerful movements to produce as much force in the shortest amount of time. A key component of all plyometric exercises are that they should always be performed at the beginning of a workout. Another guideline to follow is if you're performing any sort of upper body plyometric like we are, plyometric push-ups, perform them on a lower body workout day and at the beginning of the workout. The same goes if you're performing any lower body plyometrics, perform them at the beginning of the workout on an upper body workout day. Another important aspect of plyometrics is that they are for more advanced athletes or more fit individuals. If you do not have any prior experience doing any sort of upper body resistance training, body weight training, or strength training, please avoid any plyometric exercises as they require upper body strength, core stability, and balance. If you have been performing any sort of upper body training for the past 3 to 6 months, you should be able to perform these plyometric push-ups. Here now is a video of plyometric push-ups, a lot of times called clapping push-ups. The most important part of this exercise to focus on is the amateurization phase. This is a time period in between the downward movement and the forceful upward movement. To fully get the benefits of the elastic components of your muscles, the amateurization phase should be as short as possible so that the kinetic energy generated by the quick downward movement will be utilized and not converted into heat. Plyometric push-ups are a great way of improving upper body power production and can help benefit you in many sorts of physical activities. That concludes my video going over the 3 different protocols you could use for push-ups. Hopefully you all can incorporate these into your regular workout activities. Thank you for watching.